In this episode of Taming the Toll, we're going to be talking about what's the best way for you to react when an emergency vehicle is approaching you with its lights and sirens going. What's the best way for you as a driver to handle the situation in traffic, whether it be at an intersection or the emergency vehicle is coming up behind you.
I'm here with Craig Slack from Fire and Rescue NT and Craig Garraway from St John's. Now first up, Craig, what should we do if we're in the car and there are flashing lights coming up behind us?
Well, Lisa, the most important thing is not to panic. Observe where the emergency vehicle is coming from and give way by veering to the left once it is safe to do so. If you're unable to veer to the left, then slow down, which will enable the emergency vehicle to safely overtake you. Lisa, there's two messages I'd like to make very clear, and that is never carry out an unlawful act by proceeding through a red light to give way to any emergency vehicle. And the second one is never try and outrun or keep up with an emergency vehicle. One last thing, just be aware there may be more than one emergency vehicle responding to the particular incident, so just maintain a safe position until the road is clear.
Now Craig, can you get in trouble for not giving way to an emergency vehicle? For instance, what if I'm at an intersection and there's nowhere to go?
Lisa, it is an offence not to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle, but all our emergency services drivers are trained not to force people through an intersection. So they're trained to hold back from an intersection, turn their sirens off, and wait for you to have a clear passage through that intersection to make it safe for you and all other road users. And please remember, it could be one of your family members that the emergency service is responding to, so please move over to the left when it's safe to do so and let the emergency services vehicles go by.
So to sum it all up, there's a legal obligation for you to give way to emergency vehicles when their lights and sirens are working, but you have to make sure what you do is also safe. See you next time on Taming the Toll.